Hey, boss, he ain't working.
I believe in the black community, we are perpetually in a time loop where we have to compare everything to the past, compare ourselves to others, as well as fearmonger and never hold ourselves accountable for the state of where our community is. The situations is we haven't evolved. It's always either pointing the finger or fear mongering. It's okay to recognize history and understand what history has taught us, granted. But it's another thing to evolving into a constant talking point that gets regurgitated every few years, every few months. The president of the NAACP had a remark on the Breakfast Club about ICE being the new KKK. Let's review what he said, and I'll give you my take at the end. Let's go.
On your social media page that was very powerful, right? It was a half face of KKK Klan member and half face of an ICE member. Break that down, what that picture meant.
If you understand the history of this country, the Klan reemerged in the 20s. They were able to reemerge through law enforcement, starting in Indiana, and they spread across the country. What we're seeing with the ICE operation now is they're recruiting white supremacists to come into the agency and go in and terrorize communities. Now, let's not be fooled and think it's
so we don't have the same ability to be recruited. If I'm not mistaken, the military has not stopped recruiting black people. Like, why are we not encouraging more young men, young women to put representation into ICE? Why are we going directly into fearmonger? We should have representation everywhere we go. I think the problem is we don't push for our youth and our people to invest in having a representation everywhere. I think that's the problem. Let's keep it going.
all about the Latino community. No, it's us too. When they're in Minneapolis and they're pulling over brothers and sisters from Sudan, they look like us. They look like all of us around this table. So it's one group today.
Also, I'd like to add, why do we continuously focus on who look like us when some of those communities don't even acknowledge us, like Black America? They wouldn't even speak to us or touch us. So why do we be so focused on the identities? I think we need to get away from focusing so much on identity, who looks like our complexion. And this across the board for all Americans. Stop looking across and looking at identity so much and focus on the merits of the person and who they are. But let's keep it going.
Another one tomorrow. It is us after that. We have to stand up. So what we're looking at is Klan activity masquerading as ICE agents.
Dion, what makes you want to?
And I totally disagree with him. I totally disagree with him. Like, I don't understand why it's always someone else's fault in our community, or it's the fear mongering. It's race baiting. It's never nowhere to hold ourselves accountable, hold our so-called celebrities accountable, hold our leaders within our cities accountable. It's someone else's fault. It's always this group. It's always the white man. It's just always constantly someone else's fault. It's never look at our community in its totality. It's never we need to pick ourselves up and take criticism and do something about it. I feel like that we lack accountability, and no one wants to be corrected because of our history. Our ancestors were suppressed, so we don't have to take accountability because our ancestors were suppressed. No, if we don't take accountability for the shape and the mold of our communities, then why would somebody else respect anything we have to say or do? we have no leader that are willing to call each other out. We'll call each other out concerning pop culture or things that are meaningless, but we never seem to call out our community when it needs to be held accountable. Because to be honest, like, only time I hear about the NAACP, honestly, is when they talking about the award. I don't hear nothing that y'all are doing. And I'm not saying that they're not doing anything to contribute to the black community, but all I'm saying is whatever you're trying to contribute to the black community ain't working. I heard him say something about the redistricting that's going on in Texas and California and things of that nature. Why are we always on the wrong side of history? Why do we care about things we shouldn't necessarily care about? And I'm not talking about that per se, but I'm saying it seems like we're always invested in a cause that has either nothing to do with us or doesn't benefit us. We jump out the window for things that doesn't even apply to us. I think this whole ICE situation doesn't even apply to us. Instead of talking about something else, like holding our celebrities accountable, holding ourselves accountable, we want to shift the blame and throw it on a organization that we also can join and promote. Birthright citizenship was for us, was for our ancestors. But we're allowing illegal immigrants we should be offended that illegal immigrants are trying to use birthright citizenship when that was for slaves. That's what you should be fighting for. We either shifting the blame or moving the goalposts. But I believe what he said was nothing but a fear tactic, fear mongering, and putting the black community in a situation. We don't have no dog in this fight. This is not our fight. As a black American, this is not our fight. So I'm clueless of what he's talking about, because see, this is the fear mongering I'm talking about. We got to run in the victim Olympics. That's my take on it. Sippers, sippets. Remember, whatever in your cup, pour your own problems, because I can't do it for you. Remember to like, share, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. This your boy Mercy. I'm out.